ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। पात्र पात्र विचारं न कुरुते न च परं वीक्षते देयादियं विकर्षणं नहि न वेकाल प्रतीक्षं प्रभु। सद्यो यशवनिक्षणं प्रणामं ध्यानादिदुर्लभं दत्ते भक्तिरतां स एवं गौर परं मे गतिम्। स एवं गौर परं मे गतिः। नित्यानन्दं नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानन्दप्रदायने कलो कल्मषनाशाय श्रीजान्वापते नमः। जयतां सुतपङ्गुर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्पदां भुजो श्रीराधा मदनमोहनो। महाबोधे स्थिरे कनकरुचिरनीलशिखरे वसनप्रसदान्त सहजबलभद्रेण बलिना सुभद्रा मध्यस्थ सकलसुरसेवा वसरदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे। श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे। वागीशयस्य वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्य वक्षसि यस्यस्ते हृदये संवित् तं नरसिंहं भजे। भक्त्या विहीनय अपराधलक्षे क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते शरणार्विन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्माला धुति नेरादित पाद पंकजान्तो अये मुक्त उपस्मानं परितस्तं हरिनाम संश्रयामि। बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। लाउडली हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। The causeless mercy of Guru Gauranga, we hearing Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, a very interesting topic about spiritual masters. And you see how fortunate we are. Every day we are observing some special auspicious tithis, and in the sequence of all these tithis, today is also a very auspicious day. What is today? What is today? The disappearance day of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, who wrote Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Just little to glorify him. Just like the Vyasadeva wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, wrote all Krishna Leela. Similarly, Chaitanya Leela Vyas, Shri Vrindavan Das. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, he wrote Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat. All the pastimes, especially the Navadvip pastimes of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very, very interesting and very detailed pastimes of Shri Mahaprabhu. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur Who was Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur? In Panch Tattva, we hear Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shiva Sadi, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shivas Pandit, who is very intimate associate of Mahaprabhu, his wife name is Malani Devi. Who was Malani Devi in Krishna Leela? Because associates of Mahaprabhu, they are associates of Shri Krishna from Golok Vrindavan. So there are some dhatri, some nurses who assist Yashoda Maya and they feed Krishna. They are many and they have motherly affection for Krishna. So there is one dhatri, one nurse, her name is Ambika. That Ambika appeared as Shri Malani Devi, the wife of Shivas Pandit. And the younger brother of Ambika is called Kalambika. She appeared as Narayani Devi, the niece of Shivas Pandit. Yeah. And because they all are nurses, dhatri, nurses, they assist Yashoda Maya and also they feed Krishna, take care of Krishna, nourish Krishna. And that's the reason why Shri Nityam Prabhu jumped on the lap of Malani Devi, the wife of Shivas Pandit, and like a small child drinking her breast milk. Because Nityam Prabhu knows she is nurse of Krishna from Golok Vrindavan. So Nityam Prabhu, being 36 years, 40 years old, and is jumping on the lap of Malini Devi and drinking her breast milk. Because Nityam Prabhu is Avadut. Kabuhu Lampa, Kabuhu Jampa, Kabuhu At Hasade. So that's the reason. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat by Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, all details of these pastimes. Yeah. Thus, observing the Vyas Puja at the house of Shivas Pandit, the Sankirtan of Shivas Pandit, delivering Chand Kaji, all these pastimes. Navdeep Leela specifically is narrated in Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat, written by Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. So, Narayani Devi, she is niece of Shivas Pandit, and she used to see the dancing of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Mahaprabhu most of the time spending his time in Shiva Sangam. Narayani Devi was just 4-year young girl, and she, so innocent, she is observing these pastimes, this dancing of Mahaprabhu. And she is so fortunate, she received the remnants of Mahaprabhu. By eating the remnants of Mahaprabhu, she, in her young age, she got married and gave birth to Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. In other words, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur is the remnants of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Narayani Devi, she honored the remnants of Mahaprabhu. And the glories of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur is, prior to Shri Chaitanya Chaitamrit, he wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat. Many people in those days used to accuse or blame Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, saying, you wrote Chaitanya Chaitamrit in a competitive spirit to Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. You want to, in a competitive spirit. But that's not true. Totally fake. So we can see no one was spared. Everyone gone through criticisms of different kind. Yeah. Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita is writing, so humble, he's writing this, that I'm honoring the remnants of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Even though he explained the pastimes of Mahaprabhu in detail, whatever he left as a remnant for me, I'm honoring that remnant and writing the Sannyas Leela of Mahaprabhu, and that is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is Rup Shiksha, the meeting of Srila Rup Goswami, meeting with Sanatan Goswami, meeting with Ramanand Rai, the visit to South India, dialogue with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So mostly the pastimes in after Sannyas Leela, the Antya Leela. So together Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita together explain the complete pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah. So Chaitanya Charitamrita supports Chaitanya Bhagavat. Chaitanya Bhagavat supports Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have to read both. Anyone who reads Chaitanya Bhagavat every day is so auspicious. It brings all auspiciousness, Mangal, all Shubha. That's the glories of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. His contribution to Vaishnava community for the sadhakas like us. If you read Chaitanya Bhagavat, you will find something very important. Is that even though he starts describing the pastime of Mahaprabhu and glorified Mahaprabhu and Nitya Prabhu together, as we heard, maybe first or second class. Ajanu lambito bhujo kanak avadato sankirtane kapitro kamlaya taksho vishambaro dujvaro yugadharma palo vande jagat priya karo karuna avataro. Glorified both of them same, with same words. I'm not going to go detail in that. We already heard this in detail other day. So, while describing the pastime of Mahaprabhu, when Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, he comes to the point of glorifying Shri Nityam Prabhu, then the course is totally changed, and he was only glorifying Nityam Prabhu. He got absorbed in Nityam Prabhu because Nityam Prabhu is his Gurudev. Nityam Prabhu is Gurudev, direct Gurudev of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Imagine, Shri Nityam Prabhu is Adi Guru Tattva, Shri Balram Prabhu Akhand Guru Tattva, and all our Gurudevs are manifestation of Shri Nityam Prabhu. But Nityam Prabhu is direct Gurudev of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, right? And that's why Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur explaining so many glories of Shri Nityanand Tattva and Nityanand Prabhu pastimes, he get absorbed. That don't consider Nityam Prabhu as an ordinary madman. He is Avadut. Avadut is non-different. Avadut is different from a madman. Yeah. He is acting like a mad person, but actually he is transcendently situated, absorbed in all the time in Krishna Leela. Yeah, that's the glories of. And while explaining Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, 3 places in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he mentioned, Eto parihare papi yadi ninda kare, tabe lati maru tar sir upare. If anyone, even after hearing so many glories of Shri Nityam Prabhu, criticize my Nityanand Prabhu, I will kick that person on his head. 3 times he mentioned this. I will kick on his head. I will kick on his head. Is this a Vaishnava etiquette to kick on someone's head? Yeah. But Vrindavan Das Thakur, just like Hanuman, so humble that he burned the whole country. That's the humility of Hanuman. Because if anyone is against my Lord, I will not tolerate that. So Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, similarly, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur so much absorbed in the glories of Shri Nityam Prabhu because he fully understands. He fully understands the glories of and identity of Shri Nityam Prabhu. That he's in that absorption, he's saying, I will kick on the forehead of anyone who will glorify my Nityananda. Yeah. So even if someone get kick of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, still that Jiva is fortunate because you get food dust of a pure Vaishnav on the head. But that's not Anukul. That's in a different way. Why don't we just get the food dust of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur by glorifying Shri Nityan Prabhu and by reading Chaitanya Bhagavat? That's in a favorable way. Anukulena Krishna Anushilnam. So, what to speak of ordinary jivas like us? If Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is glorifying Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, who is associate of Shri Nityan Prabhu, and wants to honor his remnant, then what to speak of ordinary conditioned souls like us? We pray to Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, please kick on our head or give us your remnant, but just bless us with that bhakti and we become the recipient of the mercy of Param Dayal Shri Nityanand Prabhu. All glories to Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Coming back to our subject, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. The words today we are going to hear, as we heard yesterday, if someone get a long life of Brahma, cannot repay the debt. Cannot repay the debt. Yeah. So after this, I'm not going to repeat yesterday, the words we heard yesterday. So now, Kaviraj Goswami is writing a verse from Bhagavad Gita. We all know this. Tesham satat yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upyanti te. This is a verse spoken by Krishna. Yeah. And there are many verses in Bhagavad Gita. As I was in Holland, I was explaining what are these verses. Most of the verses spoken by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, they are promises of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita as it is. If we write in a bracket, or if someone asks us, can you explain what is Bhagavad Gita? There is no harm saying Bhagavad Gita is the song sung by Krishna declaring his promises, not to Arjun, but to entire world. Promises. Most of the important verses of Bhagavad Gita we will find is promises of Krishna. Yeah. Sarva dharman paritajye mam ekam sharanam raja aham tvam sar papebhyo mokshami ma shucha. Give up all other dharmas, surrender to me. I will take care of all. If you think you're committing sins, I will take care of that. That's the promise of Krishna. Man mana bhav mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru. Promise of Krishna. Then ananyas chintamam je jana paryupasate tesham nitya bhuktanam yokshem vahamyaham. One who worship me 1.8 nights, give up everything else. Tesham nitya bhuktanam. I promise I will carry all the scarcity on my head, all the shortage on my head, and bring to that person the promise of Krishna. Any other? Devi yashu gunamai mam maya durataya mam evaya pravadante maya metam taranti te. I know my maya is very, very troublesome. But one who surrenders to me, I promise, mayam etam taranti te. One can overcome maya. Promise of Krishna. Any other promises of Krishna? Huh? Kaunteya pratijani name bhakta pranashati. Oh, the son of Kunti. Arjun announced everywhere, my devotee never perish. I promise this. This is a promise. and नेहा भी कर्म शोचति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमस्य धर्मस्य त्रयतो महतो भयात्. Any little endeavor on this path of bhakti deliver one or protect one from great dangers. I promise this. This is the promise of Krishna. And right now we are going through some danger period. How we can overcome this? Only one way. Following, believing the promise of Krishna. Swalpamasya dharmasya. Even little endeavors on the path of bhakti yoga. I promise. Trayato mahato bhayat. Get protection from great dangers. Any other? जोर से बोलो. यदा हाँ माम उपेन्ते तु कौन्तेया पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते. पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते. माम उपेन्ते तु कौन्तेया. If you surrender to me, पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते. You will not get birth again. Promise. More. समोहम सर्वभूतेषु ना मे दृष्टि अस्ति ना मे प्रिया. समोहम सर्वभूतेषु ना मे दृष्टि अस्ति ना मे प्रिया. I am equal to everyone. I am not partial to anyone. जे भजन तु माम भक्तया तम तो तेषु चान्यते हम. But those who surrender to me, I am inclined towards them. Promise. Huh? तेषं सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीति पूर्वकम ददामि बुद्धि योगम तम येन माम. This is also a promise of Krishna. अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते माम अनन्य भक्त. If anyone is worshipping me one pointedness, if we see some misconduct, some wicked conduct, still consider that person a sadhu. Krishna said, this is my promise. Yes, and there are many other verses like this. Whatever we are remembering, we are trying to repeat those. Any other? Okay. So in that sequence of promises of Krishna, Bhagavad Gita is Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Jai Govinda Prabhu reminded us from Mexico. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhakt Prichyati. If anyone offers me a leaf, water, fruit, I immediately accept that. I promise that. Right? So, in that sequence, this is a verse here, is also promise. What is the meaning? Tesham satat yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upyanti te. What is the promise? What is the meaning? Yes. Anyone who worship me, Tesham satat yuktanam. Anyone who worship me, how worshipping? Very specifically mentioned here. Satat yuktanam. Getting, worshipping me with attachment. This verse has so much significance. Not ordinary worship. Not Kanishta Adhikari worship. Kanishta Adhikari worship is Archameva Hare. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad explains in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Archameva Hare Puja ve Shradhanvite. Na tad bhakteshu chandeshu save bhakt prakrit sammatta. One who only serve the deities and only believe in serving the deities but no inclination to serve devotees, Vaishnavas, is Kanishta Adhikari. Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But in that worship, what is Kanishta Adhikari? One who sometimes chants, That means the person is not attached to Krishna. If there is attachment to Krishna, then a sadhak will constantly chant the holy name of Krishna or constantly engage in the worship of Krishna. But one who is sometimes, some part of the day or some part of the week serving Krishna or chanting Kanishta Adhikari. So, Satat Yukta Naam does not apply here. Satat Yukta Naam. One Yukta Naam means one who is connected to me, right? That's the proper word. One who connected to me and worship me. So we all can think about ourselves. Do we feel connected to Krishna every hour, every minute? Maybe some devotees, true. Maybe most of us no. Depends to person to person. But Krishna is promising this. Anyone who's bhajatam priti purvakam. Some norms are here. One is worshipping me by feeling, or not only feeling, but being connected with me, worshipping me priti purvakam, with love and affection. That's also a point. सकल जगत करे मोर वेदी भक्ति, वेदी भक्ति ते ब्रज भाव पायते नाई शक्ति. In Chetan Chetamrit, it will come later on. But just to explain this words here, very important. We are only taking shelter of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to elaborate on this subject. Otherwise, we have no option. It's just His mercy. Krishna saying, Sakala Jagat Kare More Vedi Bhakti. Entire world only engaged in performing my Vedi Bhakti. And what is Vedi Bhakti? Yat Rag. What is that verse? Yat Rag Aprad Pravarti Upajayate Shashaneva Shastrasya. With the instructions of the Shastra, with the fear of the Shastras, the bhakti which is performed from the fear of the Shastras, that if I will not do this, I will commit some sins. That means the bhakti is not spontaneous. It is from the fear, performed with the fear from the Shastras, this Vedi bhakti. So Krishna is saying, Sakala Jagat Kare More Vedi Bhakti. The entire world perform my Vedi bhakti. But I'm telling you this, Krishna is saying, Vedi Bhakti te Braj Bhav paite nai Shakti. With Vedi Bhakti, one cannot get Braj Bhav, the mood of Vrindavan. Not possible. How one can get mood of Vrindavan, Braj Bhav? Aishwarya Mishrit, Sakala Jagat. Aishwarya Shithil Prem, Nahi More Preet. If one only considering my opulence and worshipping me with my opulence, that's Vedi Bhakti. One cannot get Braja Bhav. Aishwarya Shithil Prem Nahi More Preet. If anyone only believes me or absorbed in my Aishwarya Bhav, not sweetness part, not Madhurya part, only Aishwarya, opulence part. Aishwarya Shithil Prem Nahi More Preet. Then that attachment get loosened. That attachment is loose. And one cannot get Braj Bhav. So this verse says, Tesham Satad Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. Anyone who is worshipping me with Priti Purvak, with love and affection, and feeling connected with me, then what I will do? Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I will give what? Shuddh Gyan Janit Vimal Prem Yog. That's the word used here. Pure knowledge. Pure knowledge, or in other words, pure knowledge means pure bhakti, which is the cause of prema bhakti. I will supply this. I will provide this. How? By giving buddhi yoga, intelligence. Krishna is the source of all intelligence. Krishna is the source of intelligence. It cannot be acquired from any other source. All other kind of intelligence, to eat, drink, enjoying, we can acquire from many other sources. But to get connected with Krishna and serving Krishna with love and affection, only one source, only Krishna. This word Krishna is emphasizing this point in this verse, Bhagavad Gita. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. It does that knowledge, that intelligence is only provided by me, no one else. Let us hear what Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, commenting on this verse. He's saying, all the creation and maintenance is done by Bhagwan. Anyone who is knowing this and performing unbroken stream of bhakti, ahetuki apratihita, that bhakti which is not broken, which is firm, fixed, tel dharavat, Srila Guru used to say, unbroken stream, pouring oil from one bottle to other bottle, one container to other container. What we see? A complete stream, which is not broken. So anyone with the intelligence, with the knowledge that I am the source of everyone, the whole creation manifested from me and maintenance is done by me, knowing this, involved with bhakti yoga. What kind of bhakti yoga? Unbroken stream of bhakti yoga. And trying to offer one's intelligence and pran, life, to Krishna. One who surrender like this, and also provided with this, also engaging the time in discussing the topics of Krishna, then Krishna will be pleased and he will give us Ananda, the bliss. By discussing the pastimes of Krishna all the time, that's why Krishna indicating to Arjun this verse, indicating his Swarup to Arjun by this verse, saying one who has given up all other abhilasha, all other aspirations, and giving up the path of karma and the path of jnana, not karma yoga and jnana yoga. Bhagavad Gita explains about karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and jnana yoga. Yad karoshi, yad arnashi, in that verse. Jajosi, yad dadasi, yad tapassi kauntya, tad kurushu madarpanam. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you do, feel connected with me. Offer to me, and you will feel connected to me. Karma yoga. This is called karma yoga. And then jnana yoga. Sarva dharman paritajye mam ekam sharanam vraja. The 6th chapter in the beginning, karma yoga. The 6th chapter, bhakti yoga. And the last 6th chapter, jnana yoga. Not jnana, but jnana yoga. Yoga means one who connects with Krishna. The karma can connect with Krishna, the jnana can connect with Krishna, and bhakti, which is inspired to get connect with Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada is saying, giving up all other aspirations and giving up karma and jnana, the process of karma and jnana, giving up, but nitya, eternally engage in my service. Also, having a desire, very strong desire to feel connected with me. Srila Prabhupada explaining that this is the mood of Krishna, why he said this verse. One who gave up all other aspirations and the path of karma and jnana, and every time eternally wants to serve me and wants to get connected with me, that kind of sadhak, honor and respect me, engage in my bhajan. Therefore, I, Krishna said, me, I gives that, I provide that buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga. Dadami buddhi yogam. Not only buddhi, buddhi means intelligence, but buddhi yoga, that intelligence which helps a sadhak to feel connected with me. Krishna is giving his own way to explain how one can feel connected to me. So in the brackets, emphasizing on this point, that buddhi yoga one cannot develop by one's endeavors. One cannot develop this buddhi yoga intelligence by one's endeavors, and nor one can get this from any other source, but only one can get from me. I am the source of this buddhi yoga. Krishna is the source of intelligence. Just like Bhishma Pitama, Bhishma in Mahabharata, when Arjun shooted arrows on and Bhishma was lying on the bed of arrows, blood was oozing from each and every pore, and Bhishma was in this difficult situation, not giving up his life and waiting for Uttarayan to come, means waiting for Krishna to come. By seeing Krishna and Pandavas gave respect to Bhishma and learned so much knowledge, niti and all from Bhishma. But Bhishma folded his hands and prayed to Krishna. And the very first prayer of Bhishma is Iti mati upakalprate vrikshna. O Prabhu, I surrender my intelligence to you. And in the commentary, Vishnu Chakra Thakur, our Acharya, explains a very important point. Bhishma is explaining, I have one daughter, but Bhishma was not married. He took a vow of brahmacharya, a vow of celibacy. He never got married. How he got a daughter then? Bhishma is saying, my daughter is my intelligence. A father is too attached to daughter. That means Bhishma is indicating, I'm too attached with my daughter, my intelligence. And if that intelligence is being used in some other direction, one feels attachment towards that direction. If this if this intelligence change the course and offer everything to Krishna or get attached to Krishna, then get attached to Krishna. And when it get attached to Krishna, then everything is solved. So Acharyas gave one example. Once upon a time, a girl almost ready to get married, but she's very restless and very outspoken. Day and night, oh, just speaking, speaking, speaking. Prajalpa, 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 day and night, non-stop. Only speaking, 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 speaking. Even neighbors, friends, parents, tired of her. Oh, she should get married and my burden will be relieved. Parents are thinking, day and night, she's just speaking, speaking, speaking. Useless speak, useless talks. No. Many proposals coming, but they all rejecting her because they all find out she's chatterbox. All the time speaking, speaking. Once upon a time, a proposal came and the parents told the boy, daughter is very good. She's very quiet, very, no, she's all the time speaking, but she's very beautiful. If you please get married to her, we'll be very happy and pleased. Boy accepted this proposal. Okay, I will improve her. And without even speaking to girl, they got married. Yeah. After marriage, the boy found the girl is so quiet. She hardly speak a single word. And he's encouraging her to say a few words, some loving words. But she's always like a Maun Vrata, quiet, wow, silence, never speak. After a month, the boy came back to in-laws. Say, I'm so much upset with you. You did wrong to me. And they say, oh, maybe she's troubling her husband now because we know her nature. We know our daughter nature. She speaks so much. Every second, every minute, every hour, only speaking, speaking. Only time she don't speak is when she's sleeping. But even then, in the dream, she's speaking. But now, when the boy came and complained, no, you did wrong to me. Why you didn't tell me before? They said, oh, what happened? What happened? You married me with this girl. She's like a statue. She don't even speak one single word whole day. And the parents were shocked. What? How is possible? I mean, why she's not speaking? They know her nature. He said, I don't know. Since the day she got married, I don't know. I thought she, I, I suppose she's good in speaking, but she don't speak a single word, not a single loving word. You have to improve her. The parents said, oh, thank God. She changed. And how is she all of a sudden changed? Because of her marriage took place. She changed, her nature changed. Acharyas, they gave these examples to explain what Bhishma is saying there. Iti mati ulkalprita Krishna. Krishna, I married my intelligence to you, my daughter intelligence to you, because after getting married to you, my intelligence became sober. And before that, my intelligence is always moving in 10 directions. All the time, restless, restless, very restless. But now, since I offered everything to you, the intelligence has become sober, quiet. Why? Dadami buddhi yogam tam. Yenama bhukyanti. That's one kind of buddhi yoga. What Krishna is speaking in Bhagavad Gita. This is one kind of Buddhi Yoga, speaking to Arjun. But there is another one Buddhi Yoga, what Vishnu Chakur Thakur explaining. Another Buddhi Yoga which speaks about Braj Bhav, the mood of Vrindavan. And there is a verse, Vishnu Chakur Thakur explains, glorifying is Ishtadev, his worshipable deity. Who is the Ishtadev of Shri Vishnu Chakur Thakur? Come on. Huh? Huh? Yes? Bolo? Shri Radha Gokulanand. Understand? Shri Vishnu Chakur Thakur explaining, Ashware Guptanam Bhakti Manjare Lolu Palane Sarvagya Mugde Cha Nidhe Gokulanante Namaha Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yen Mam Upayanti Te Itam Avachya Prabhu Tasmat Evam Arthade Gopi Kuch Alankritasya Tav Goped Nandana Dasam Yatha Bhaved Buddhi Yog Prachame. Vishnu Chakur Thakur explaining this. Bhakti Manjare Lolu Palane. Krishna, what is your nature? You always there to enjoy. You always there to enjoy the manjaris. What manjaris? The manjaris on the creepers. Krishna is enjoying that. Also enjoying leaves, flowers, etc. The creeper, but especially that manjaris. Bhakti manjari lolu palane. Krishna is restless to enjoy that manjaris. And you are understanding when we see the manjaris on the creeper means the manjaris of Vrindavan. And what is your quality, Krishna? Sarvagya Mugde Cha Nidhe Gokulanante Namaha. All glories to my worshipable deity Gokulanand. Krishna, Vishnu Chakur Thakur addressing to Shri Gokulanandji in Vrindavan, Shri Radha Gokulanand. And what is your nature? Sarvagya Mugde Cha Nidhe. You are ocean of Sarvagyata. Sarvagyata? Omniscience. All knower. And Mugde. Mugda means bewildered, forgetful. Krishna is both. And Srila Gurudev used to explain, if Krishna is always remains Sarvagya, all knower, his pastime, he cannot enjoy his pastime in Vrindavan. So Sarvagyata and Mugdata both goes parallel. In Brahm Vimol Leela, when Brahmaji stole calves and cowherd boys, Krishna is bewildered, carrying yogurt and rice on his left hand, and is wandering here and there. Huh? Where are my calves? Where are my cowherd boys? Where are they? Where are they? Bewildered. Being Supreme Lord, he don't know this. So the ocean. And when he wants to know this, then he came to know, oh, Brahma had did this. This is one example. But Braj Leela is full of Sarvagyata and Mugdata. He knows everything when he wants to know. But when he don't want to know, Yog Maya covered him. Mugda, he get bewildered, forgetful. But that's only by his own sweet desire, by Yoga Maya doing this. Sarvagya Mugda Cha Nidhe Gokulanante Nama. All glories to Radha Gokulanand. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Ma Upyantite. Oh Krishna, you promise in Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Chakur Thakur is saying. You promise in Bhagavad Gita. What? Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Ma Upyantite. I will give that Buddhi Yoga if someone worship me. How worshipping me? Priti Purvak. with love and affection and wants to get connected with me. So Vishnu Chakur Thakur is saying, I don't want that ordinary simple connectivity. I don't want that. That Ashwarya Bhav connectivity, the opulent mood connectivity. I don't want that. Then what you want? He explains, I want Madhurya Parak connectivity. That connectivity with full of sweetness, the Braj Bhav. So Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mam Pyantute Iti Uvacha Prabhu Tasmad Evam Arthade. You said this, isn't it? Vishnu Chakur Thakur addressing to his worshipable Radha Gokulanand. Isn't it? You said this? Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Understand? In this verse, Tesham Satadyukta Nam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. So Vishnu Chakur Thakur saying, didn't you said this? Remember your promise? Yeah. So now you hear what kind of connectivity I want and what kind of Buddhi Yoga, the intelligence I want from you, O Radha Gokulananji. What I want, what kind of Buddhi Yoga? Oh. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam it Tasmam Evam Arthade Gopi Kuch Alankritasya Tav Gopendra Nandana. O Shri Nanda Nandan. O the Gopanand Gopendra means the king of the cowherd community. Means Nanda Nandan, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Gopi Kuch Alankritasya Tav Gopendra Nandana. Dasam Yatha Bhaved Buddhi Yog Prachame. I want to become your servant. Your servant means that Gopendra Nandana, that Krishna who is always resting on the chest of Radha Rani. The shelter of Krishna is the chest of Radharani, where Krishna get complete Vishram, the complete rest, and he forget everything else. Very Rasik commentary Vishnu Chakur Thakur explains here. On this verse, the Dhami Buddhi Yogam Tam. He said, I don't want any other kind of intelligence, even though you're promising. And isn't it that you promise you will supply that Buddhi Yoga, you will supply that intelligence, but you have to ask me what kind of intelligence I want from you, because you are the source of intelligence. And you're promising no one else can give this. You're promising no one can acquire from someone. It only comes through you. Then I, oh Gokulanand, I'm asking this from you. Gopi kuch alankritasya, tav Gopendra Nandanam, dasam yatha bhaved, buddhi yog prachame. I want to become your servant. And I want to become your servant means I want to serve you with that mood. When you rest, when you feel complete rest on the chest of Radha Rani. तुम्हार हृदय सदा गोविंद विश्राम. गोविंद कहे ना मम वैष्णव प्रणाम. Applies to whom? तुम्हार हृदय सदा गोविंद विश्राम. Vaishnavas, right? Krishna reside in the heart of Vaishnavas. And what he do there? Govinda Vishram. Govinda get complete rest in the heart of devotees. Because devotees never trouble Krishna. They only want to serve Krishna. Krishna never reside in the heart of non-devotees, because then every time he get troubled with different anya vilasha, different desires, aspirations. Krishna, please fulfill this desire. Krishna, please do this. Krishna, do this. Making Krishna servant. So Krishna stay in the heart of everyone, but as Paramatma, quiet. Only witnessing. Not saying anything. But Krishna himself, he sit, not only sit, but he rests in the heart of devotees, Vaishnavas. Tomar hide sada Govind Vishyam. Govind kahe na mama Vaishnava pran. Yes. So, where Govinda get complete rest? In that heart, where a very important, valuable jewel is been kept, locked. A very rare, valuable jewel is been kept locked in the core of the heart of Radharani, Ashtra Vigraha, Shri Radharani. So Govind cannot get rest there. Govind get restless there. Even though posing himself, I'll get complete rest, but he get restless because he's always thinking of how to steal that valuable jewel from the inner core heart of Radharani. He applying all the means to achieve that, and is thinking so much how to get this jewel from the heart of Radharani. Understand? But in that restlessness, there is a bliss. And in this restlessness, there is complete rest. This restlessness is not ordinary restlessness of material world, which always make us how? Irritated and all other negativities, restlessness, angry. But in this restlessness of Krishna, taking shelter of the heart of Radharani, desiring to steal something from her heart, in this restlessness, Krishna find complete rest. Gopi kuch alankritasya tab goped nandanam. Vishnu Chakra Thakur saying, I want to serve Krishna like this. So this is Buddhi Yoga Prachame. That Buddhi Yoga which is not ordinary. That Buddhi Yoga which only supplied by Krishna. But with the mood of serving Krishna in Madhure Bhav, in Braj Bhav, in Raganuga Bhakti, in Raganuga Bhav. That is what Vishnu Chakra Thakur is indicating through his words of paying obeisances to his worshipable Radha Gokulanand. So Krishna promised Bhagavad Gita. Which Krishna who's promising this? Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj explains. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by which Krishna? Yashodanandan Krishna. Ekam Shastram Devki Putra Gitam. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Devki Putra Krishna, the son of Devaki, Devki Nandan Krishna. So that's one promise. Yes, but there is so much Rasik Tika by Vishnu Chakra Thakur of Bhagavad Gita, which is introduced by Srila Gurudev. He worked on that, and today we reading this commentaries of Bhagavad Gita, what Vishnu Chakra Thakur explains. The mood of Krishna saying this, but for himself and as an Acharya, he is explaining to us what kind of Buddhi Yoga we want from Krishna. Understand? Means that Buddhi Yoga which give us a submission mood. That Krishna who is submissive to, submission mood to that Krishna who is submissive to Radharani's moods. And therefore he wants to take rest here in the heart of Radharani. Oh. What's that first verse? Shit Kamala Kucha मंडला धृत कुंडल हे कलित ललित वनमाला जय जय देव हरे जय जय देव हरे जय जय देव हरे. What is the meaning? What is the meaning? Shit kuch kamala. If you read the commentary, very rasik commentary. Krishna taking shelter. Where? On the chest of? What is that meaning? Show me. Oh, you who take shelter of the round breast of Kamala. Kamala means Lakshmi. Lakshmi applies to Radharani. Sarv Lakshmi Mai. Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevta Sarv Lakshmi Sarv Kanti Samoni Para. Krishna who takes shelter of the chest of Shri Radharani. O you whose ears are decorated with earrings and who wears an enchanting garland of forest flowers. O Dev, O Hari. So, Shrit Kamala Kucha Mandala. The same mood. Shri Jayadev Goswami. These are Rasik Acharyas who explains where is the rest place of Krishna. Tumar Hide Sada Govind Vishram. I always rest in the heart of devotees. And devotees worship who? Radharani. So imagine where is actually the rest place of Krishna. So we pray Krishna. Tesham Satadyuktanam. Or in other words, Krishna is indicating us. Tesham Satadyuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I supply that intelligence. If anyone wants to get connected with me and worship me with Priti Purvakam. Where the word Priti comes, it cannot be in Aishwarya Bhav. Priti means worshipping in Madhurya Bhav. So there are two explanations of this word, from Aishwarya Vichar and from Madhurya Vichar. Yeah? This is the glories of our Srila Gurudev and our Acharyas who explain all these details. Otherwise, we would have unknown to all these facts and details. This is glories of Srila Gurudev, Srila Vishnu Chatur Thakur. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. 1 hour passed very quick, huh? Something wrong with the clock nowadays around the world. One hour goes very fast. Think I saw my clock. I thought I just spoke 10 minutes, but it's already 1 hour past. Anyway, we'll hear tomorrow. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Buddhi